everyone, and welcome back to this video to Your Comments Matters. I'm your host, Carol Love, and today's video is coming from 13 News Now from their YouTube channel there. And this story today that they're bringing to us is called Two Former Virginia Governors Eye the Debate Over the Medicaid Cuts in the big, beautiful bill that was passed last year in 2025. So we got a comment today. And like I said, your comments matter, even if there was only one comment that commented on the video. And the video got 143 views. So the commenter that commented on that show, now it may be others by now, by the time I do the recording here, but this one is going to be coming from Save American Freedom. So we're going to watch the video first, and we're going to see what our commenter has to say. And then we want to know what you have to comment on at the end of the show when you make your comments below. All right. So let's get into the video. And it's coming from 13 News Now regarding the Medicaid cuts in the state of Virginia. Let's take a look at the video.
Cuts to Medicaid are already shaping up to be a big issue for the November election in Virginia.
It's estimated 322,000 Virginians could lose access to health care now that President Trump's spending bill is law. Two former Virginia governors are following this issue closely and have a lot to say.
First of all, we've dramatically expanded Medicaid in the last 10 years.
Two former governors have two very different takes on cuts to Medicaid, America's health care safety net. Republican Bob McDonnell now leading his law firm in Virginia Beach.
We're supposed to be for the aged, blind, and disabled. That was the original purpose for Medicaid. Now it's for single adults, and the income levels have crept up.
When we take away health care from individuals, it's inhumane.
Democrat Ralph Northam continuing his work as a pediatric neurologist at CHKD.
About 55% of our population, our patient population that we see in child neurology is Medicaid.
Wow.
If you look at our inpatient, it's about 65%. So when you talk about cutting, 322,000 individuals from having access to Medicaid, that will significantly affect our hospital.
And it's the rural hospitals that draw the most concern.
There's the rule again.
That prompted North Carolina Republican Senator Tom Tillis's fiery speech on the Senate floor denouncing the Medicaid cuts.
And Trump don't like this,
says
y'all.
the concerns are overblown.
So if it proves to be true and rural hospitals start to actually cut services or some actually close, I can virtually guarantee you that the Congress will take the appropriate action and they'll make some changes.
They ain't gonna do
And the
nothing.
issue is becoming a focal point in this year's gubernatorial race.
When we talk about Medicaid expansion, we were able to do that in a bipartisan way, I will add, when I was governor. And again, that allowed over 600,000 individuals to have access to health care.
We can't just pretend that we have an endless pocketbook of money and that we don't have to have fiscal accountability in these programs.
We have the money from the foreign countries.
You can hear more of the former governor's arguments on Medicaid on 13 News Now Plus. Download on your TV and...
All right, everyone, there was the video. You saw those two governors that were former governors of Virginia. One was the conservative, one was the liberal, and they both had two different versions of what to do with this Medicaid crisis that we are facing. Oh, my goodness. Let's just recap, okay, for some of the points that we saw there in the video, and then we can understand when people make their comments, all right? So he says they're going to cut 322,000 Virginians could lose their coverage. Y'all, that's a lot of people. People don't have health care coverage. What's going to happen if they can't go to the doctor and get their medicine? They're going to die. That's what's going to happen. Oh, my goodness. Oh, I tell you. And so we had the Republican Bob McDonnell said that Medicaid used to be for the blind and the disabled. Now it's for the single adults. You know, they don't increase the incomes and everything. Seems like everybody can get on it now. It's just not for the blind and the disabled anymore. And then the Democratic speaker, former Governor Rapp, said it's inhumane. He deals with child neurology, and a majority of those patients, those children, they are on Medicaid. Okay. And then Tom Tillis, who is conservative, you know, he's against the cuts. And, you know, when he came against the cuts, Trump came against him too. Woo, he's facing the wrath. You know, we talk about the wrath of God. Y'all ain't seen nothing till you get the wrath of Trump on you. Okay. Woo, it ain't nothing pretty, y'all. It ain't nothing pretty. So he was saying, Ralph was saying, the Democrat Ralph was saying that 63% of inpatients that are in these rural hospitals are on Medicaid. And then Bob, the conservative, says, he says, the concerns over Medicaid, it is overblown. You guys have overblown this, what's going on. It ain't like what you think it is. All right, go ask those 322,000 people that's going to be losing their coverage, okay? They'll tell you if it's overblown or not. All right, then, everyone. So we saw the video. Now, I know you're ready like I am ready. We only have that one commenter, right? But we are anxious to see what he or she has to say. So let's get to that comment, shall we?
Watch for free.
All right, here's our only comment today, and it does matter, coming from Save American Freedom 2400. Hello there, and welcome to Your Comments Matters. All right, so he says, Mr. McDonald is absolutely correct. Vote Winsome Sears, protect Virginia, protect your children and your family safety, and protect your tax dollars. Okay, you got one like on that. Okay, now McDonald, he was a Republican, so he's saying this, he was correct. Okay, all right, and so he said, well, this guy Save America saying vote Winsome Sears. I don't think she got elected. Okay, to protect Virginia, you'll protect your children and your family safety and protect your tax dollars. Well, I don't think she got voted in. All right. Save American had another comment. He says, if you are here illegally or if you are capable of working, you are not entitled to Medicaid. This is common sense. This is what the American people voted for. Quit wasting our taxpayer dollars. You get no likes on that one. But you know what? You got to give it to Save America on that comment. He's right, though. It's only if you're here illegally. That's what it's all about. If we can just separate the legal from the illegal, we can identify the fraud. We can identify the waste, because it's the legals that need to be getting the funding, the care that we need. But if you're siphoning off that money and care from the legal people and you're giving it over to the illegals who's not putting no money into the system, you know, then we got a problem. We have a problem. So there it is right there, everyone. We got the comments from Save American Freedom. All right. So do you agree with Save American? If so, make your comment known right there below in our comments section here today. I would love to hear your comments about what's going on in the Medicaid crisis that's facing America today. All right. So that's going to do it for us, everyone. And I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to Your Comments Matter YouTube channel. I'm your host, Carol Love. And again, I'll see you on the next video. Take care, everyone, and goodbye.